Victory is overcoming my wounds so I can help other veterans.
Support more victories for veterans. Go to DAV.org.
It's Morning Talk on News Talk 1250 KBRF, brought to you by Pioneer Care and Fergus Falls Monument Company. Now, here's Mary Dolan and Dave Bishop.
Good Monday morning. It is 9:10, and currently sitting in at 34 degrees in Fergus Falls. Mary's back this week.
I'm back. Yeah, it was a nice week away, but you know, isn't it good that it's always good to come home?
Oh, yeah.
And once you get on that airplane and you're headed toward home, that's all you can think about. You just want
Getting
to
home.
Fly this thing, move it, you know.
You were down in Florida, and we had some great weather up here.
I know, you sure did. And we had one, I think it was one of the coldest days on record in Southwest Florida on, I think it was either Tuesday or Wednesday. Other than that, it was beautiful. Lots of beach time, lots of fun. And yeah. So, but I did miss good weather here, but I had a lot of fun with family. I was with 3 sister-in-laws. So
I had to laugh because you went down to Florida, and one of my friends that lives in Florida came back up to Fergus.
Probably for warmer weather on that one day. Yeah, in fact, there was a warning for iguanas start falling out of the trees because they go dormant. I didn't see any of that, but
yeah, he lives in Cocoa Beach, and that's one of the areas that, has the iguanas and, Fort Lauderdale, that area.
Yeah.
And he was telling me some guy had a great idea that he was going to go pick up all the frozen iguanas, throw them in the back of his car, and then sell them.
Oh, boy.
However, he had the heater on in his car.
And they all began to wake up.
They all woke up and just ripped all of his interior, just absolutely destroyed his car.
Oh, my goodness. Well, that was a great entrepreneurial idea, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, gosh. Well, anyway, it's always fun, though, to turn around and, get home. And thankfully, we were not disturbed by any of the government shutdown and the delays and the reduced flights.
I was worried about that, too, not only for you, but I know my mom and my sister went out to Eugene, Oregon, and they came back.
They didn't have any trouble?
No issues.
Yeah, I think we were like 40 minutes delayed on our way to Sarasota. And just because our aircraft hadn't arrived for us to get on.
Yeah.
And other than that, everything was perfectly on time. So, but as of today, all those restrictions are lifted and all of the flights are flying. And so I saw a bit of news while I was gone. Well, I didn't follow very much. It looked like they were trying to pay those TSA agents who actually came to work through the whole thing, trying to give them bonuses.
Oh, that'd be nice.
Yeah, I don't know if that's going to happen or not, but I thanked people in the airport as I was going through, and I said, I know this is a rough time for you guys, but thanks for coming to work, and so hopefully they get rewarded for continuing to work. That'd be great.
Another thing that you probably, I guarantee you followed it.
I did not miss the game.
the Hillcrest game.
Oh my gosh, yeah. I bought the game from the Minnesota State High School League, and we were watching, and I thought we're going to get tossed out of this condo because we were hooting and hollering so loudly. But that was a game, for those of you who don't know, which is probably nobody anymore because I talk about it all the time, but I've got 2 grandsons playing on the same team, on the varsity team. So and one of them is a senior and one is a sophomore, and this has been the ride of their lives to get this far, to make the section championship. That was their goal at the beginning of this year. And to think that they not only did that, but clinched 2 more games after that to find themselves in the state championship this coming Saturday. So, yeah, we're all locked and loaded, ready to go, hotels booked. And, we'll be there on Saturday. Kind of a weird time for a game, 10 a.m., but we're going to be there. And it's just been a storied season, and for so many reasons. All the wins are great. But there's, and especially when you have 2 grandkids playing on the same team and brothers playing together. And, it just feels like a little bit of a Cinderella story, especially for a team that we've been watching for lots of years. And there were a lot of years where we were on the losing end of things all the time. And so to go from there to where they are now, it's been fun. And their coaching staff is really remarkable. Just all the things they're teaching those guys, way more than the game of football. And so it's really been fun to watch. It's been fun to be a Hillcrest fan. Of course, it was fun to be a Fergus Falls fan this year, too.
Otters did great, too.
Yeah, absolutely. So, way to go, Fergus, right?
Yes. And a little programming note, we're going to be giving away a turkey from Premier Meats and Seafood coming up a little bit later on today.
I can't wait.
Don't call in yet, but
no, not yet. But you get to gobble for your turkey.
Gobble for your turkey.
Yeah, we love this.
Oh, yeah.
Every year we look forward to Thanksgiving and having people call in and gobble for their turkey. So we'll look forward to that after a bit. So I don't know if I missed any other earth-shaking things around here, but kind of same across the country, it seems. People fighting for the same old. Although the government shutdown did end while I was gone. So
yeah.
I guess that's kind of a biggie. And President Trump actually did, I don't know if you saw this, did a 180 on his stance, the whole Jeffrey Epstein thing. I don't know if you're like me, but could this just go away? Anyway, now he is urging House Republicans to vote to release the Jeffrey Epstein files, which before he was like, tap the brakes here. And so I don't know why.
Because they started releasing Trump-related emails, and so he's like, you know what? Let's have everybody out there.
Let's just get it out there. Well, anyway, he said, I'm encouraging all House Republicans to vote for releasing those files because we have nothing to hide. Maybe they were scrambling, doing some digging to make sure he actually did not have anything to hide, or anyone else that, on the Republican side of things, that it would damage beyond, recognition. But anyway, last week, Trump called release efforts a hoax to begin with. Remember that?
Yeah.
Representatives Ro Khanna and Thomas Massey gathered enough signatures for a discharge petition forcing a House floor vote. Looks like that will probably go.
Yeah, they just need to release everything. Just put it out there.
Yeah, and just be done with it. Can we just put this behind us? And, while those girls really, who were damaged by him really did get sucked in, but, some of them were 14 and 15 years old, and who knows where they came from and what their backgrounds were like and how you get sucked into something like that. But anyway, I want to see them vindicated. I want to see them feel like they've gotten some closure on this too. And he was an awful guy. There's just no getting around it. And there were a lot of other probably names that we will recognize that are awful guys too.
Yep.
So I guess we'll see. But honestly, tired of the whole thing. So let's just get it out there and be done, right?
I'm with you.
Well, President Trump has issued new pardons for two of his supporters involved in that January 6th incident, the Capitol breach. The clemency for Dan Wilson of Louisville, Kentucky, and Suzanne Kay of Boca Raton, Florida, cover additional charges linked to Capitol investigation. Trump previously pardoned about 1,500 January 6 defendants upon returning to office. Remember the one guy he pardoned just turned around and started doing bad things again, and now he's back in jail. Yeah. Oh, boy. Well, it looks like Charlotte, North Carolina is the current target of federal agents launching a large-scale immigration raids. They did that over the weekend, part of President Trump's national crackdown. ICE Commander Gregory Bovino said on X that at least 81 people were arrested on Saturday. DHS called the operation Operation Charlotte's Web, targeting what it described as criminal illegal aliens in the Democratic-led city. So all the hubbub currently in Charlotte for the time. And Senator John Fetterman said he is back home. He was treated for a minor fall, some facial injuries after that fall last week. The Pennsylvania Democrat shared a photo Saturday showing stitches and wrote, 20 stitches later and a full recovery. I'm back home, along his wife, Giselle Fetterman, and their children. Fetterman previously suffered a stroke during his 2022 Senate campaign, and evidently there's some heart-related issues that may have led to him maybe even losing consciousness to end up falling. So, well, if you are in Georgia, a single ticket, well, anywhere, I guess, but if you were a ticket buyer in Georgia, a single ticket sold there won the Mega Millions jackpot, which reached an estimated $980 million. The drawing was on Friday night. Mega Millions said the prize ranks as the 8th largest in the game's history. The jackpot had grown after no ticket matched all 6 numbers on Tuesday. The cash option is valued, get this, $452.2 million, payable as a lump sum or in 29 annual installments. I'd get the whole works.
Oh, yeah, and then invest it. However, can you imagine the taxes on that?
400, well, let's see. Yeah, the cash option. Yeah, that'd be a lot.
Yeah.
I don't even know where you'd begin on
200
that.
some odd million.
It'd be a lot.
Yeah.
It'd be a lot. But you still have $250 million to play with.
I
So
could do that.
I think I could probably live on that. Speaking of people and lots of money, there is a Harris poll out there. A survey reveals that 1/3 of Americans earning $100,000 or more annually consider themselves financially distressed. Now,
Really?
Yeah, you and I don't fall into that category, but
No.
but do you remember a day when you found out that somebody was making $100,000? You thought, "Oh my goodness!"
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that's a lot of money. But now, in the grand scheme of things, these people think, really, $100,000 just doesn't cut it.
Wow. I'd love to see their lifestyle.
Well, anyway, the study included over 2,000 people and 728 earning at least $100,000 a year. 2/3 of high earners say 6-figure salaries no longer represent wealth, but merely cover basic needs without comfort.
You mean they have to have the discount caviar?
Wow, I guess so. People used to feel when you got to 6 figures or above that, it was a sign of financial stability.
Yeah.
Anyway, and now we just see that it is a sign of surviving and being in survival mode. But you know what? It's just like even on a payday, you get payday and you feel like even if your pay is not a huge deal, you still feel like, oh gosh, got money in the bank. Yep, let's go out to eat. Let's go do this. And pretty soon, oops,
I get
did
paid-
a little too much.
I get payday and I pay all my bills and then go, ooh,
Well,
I got no money.
I do too, but I think we've all been in a position one time or another, whether that windfall was $100 or $3,000, whatever it is, you always feel like you've got, hey, I got some money to play with here. And I think, and if you get used to that, that's how you begin to live. And that's why people always need more and more and more and more. Because typically you kind of spend what you make.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You're
That's
right.
how it goes at our
Yeah.
house. Anyway, the 3/4 used credit cards by necessity in recent months after running out of cash each month. Over half said they would need double their income to feel secure. Inflation drives the trend, and that makes sense.
Yep.
Price is up about 24%, so that doesn't help. Commercial bank data shows that people need $170,000 a year today to match that $100,000 salary.
Wow.
Yeah. So if you are feeling strapped at $100,000, yeah, well, I mean,
There you
that's everything has gone up, and we noticed. We go to all the same places. We stay at the very same place when I go to Florida, and so we always go to the same restaurants, that we shop at the same stores, all that sort of thing. Boy, has stuff gone up unbelievably so. I would say going out to dinner is 30%, maybe more, higher than it was last April.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, it was huge, and it was shocking. In fact, so much so that we went and got brats and burgers, and we grilled at the condo because going out was super expensive. So, and much more so than even a year ago, even 6 months ago. So things have gone up. However, I did read in the news over the weekend that prices are going to be coming down in groceries, but it may take until next spring to really see the effects of that.
Yeah, my dad always used the phrase, especially when it comes to gas, and especially when it comes to gas in Fergus Falls, shoots up like a rocket and drops like a feather.
Although, all the places I was this last week, from here to Minneapolis, going to the airport, and everywhere we drove in Florida, Fergus Falls has by far the cheapest gas.
Really?
Of anywhere I saw. I think the next least expensive gas was $2.70 something. So, and we're at $2.67, I think, when I drove by this morning. So, Fergus Falls won the low gas
Wow.
deal. Yeah, from what I saw across where I was traveling anywhere. And so now people are worried about Thanksgiving because, you make a big meal and you have everybody over. But I guess you just eat ramen noodles for the rest of the month and you go big on the 27th.
The joke that's going around is, to save money, holiday savings or money saving tip, talk politics and religion at Thanksgiving so you don't have to buy as many Christmas presents.
That's all you'd have to do, and Christmas would be practically free.
Save your travel, save your presents.
Oh, my goodness, I know. Yeah, we met a guy from London, and he was telling us how things are going in England and what Brexit did for them. It was really interesting conversation to find out how people in other countries are faring and how they compare themselves to us here in the United States. And really funny, he spends he comes twice to the United States, right kind of by where we were staying, and stays for 6 weeks at a time. So evidently money isn't an issue, and he doesn't think the United States of America is so bad. But anyway, back to Thanksgiving. How much are you going to spend on Thanksgiving this year? I don't think we spend any more on Thanksgiving dinner than I do if I have the whole family over for Sunday night. I mean, everybody and everybody kind of chips in. Everybody, somebody brings a veggie tray, somebody brings, a salad or something, and then it's just like any other Sunday dinner. But anyway, they said that average Americans, this is crazy, spend an average of $952 on Thanksgiving celebrations. Oh my gosh.
What?
If I have $100 tied up, I'll be, that's...
They have to be factoring in flights and stuff because...
Well, let's see. $175 for food. Okay. $110 for drinks. Well, that's where it gets expensive, I guess. Additional costs include $83 for decorations, $291 for just miscellaneous items, and as you mentioned, travel. $293 for travel for those who plan to travel, which looks like going to be a bunch of us. Families hosting an average of 8 people. Each plate costs about $21.
I've got to go about 9 blocks.
Okay. I don't think I'll have to step out because I honestly, with all of this hubbub with football playoffs and all this stuff going on and then some travel in the middle, I haven't even thought about Thanksgiving. And here we are, a week and a half away? Probably should think about that. Well, speaking of Thanksgiving, we're going to have some fun with gobbling for a turkey a little later in the show. So hope you can hang around right here on Morning Talk.
Back with more Morning Talk with Mary Dolan and Dave Bishop. Brought to you by Pioneer Care and Fergus Falls Monument Company. After the markets on News Talk 1250 KBRF. Depend on it.
What's the ox say?
Monday on Hot Talk with the Ox. Right away, hear how the weekend of catch-up went after the big government shutdown. Back pay for everybody, air travel, etc. Then hear the latest from Trump's H-1B visa kerfuffle after a weekend of analysis. Also the news of the day as it unfolds, of course. But it all starts with Heard It on Hot Talk. Spot the fake news. Oh, and how about them bikes? See you for Hot Talk with the Ox today from 2 to 5 on News Talk 1250 KBRF.
What's the ox say?
KBRF presents Where to Eat, the culinary adventure, sponsored by Dandelion and Burdock and Service Food in Fergus Falls.
Hi, I'm Zach Daniels.
And I'm Dave Bishop, your guide to the region's culinary treasures.
Join us as we explore various restaurants, uncover delicious meals, and highlight each restaurant's signature dish.
Experience diverse cuisine types, unique atmospheres, and must-try dishes. Check it out on KBRFradio.com and the Fergus Now app.
New episodes air every first Friday of the month. Where to Eat, powered by Dandelion and Burdock and Service Food of Fergus Falls.
Find out why the markets are moving. Get in-depth ag information with the Red River Farm Network on News Talk 1250 KBRF. Depend on it.
Good morning. Market update time here on the Red River Farm Network. I'm Tyler Donaldson. Grains markets kicking off the week with a lot of positivity on the board. Soybeans up double digits, anywhere from 17.5 to 22.5 cents in those soybean contracts. Chicago and KC wheat both up double digits as well. Everag market analyst Cole Weinkauf says the grains are still digesting Friday's WASDE report.
I think this market is finally roughaging through that report and starting to work our way back here a little bit. Export demand has remained very, very strong even throughout that government shutdown. On the soybean side of things, we are still sitting with a rather small ending stocks number there, 290 million from the 300 million we saw there in September. The main driver there has still been the export market. China has still said that they're going to step in and buy 12 million metric tons, but we've only seen them step in for 0.33 million metric tons so far, and have continued to go to Brazil.
Cattle markets continuing to wait for the Mexican border to reopen.
I think we're getting closer to the border opening back up here with Mexico. If we can get a real solidified idea of what the screwworm outbreak looks like, and if these sterile flies have come in and done their job, if we do open up the border there, and also looking to potentially taking off tariffs with Brazil, if there is an influx of beef coming back to our market, I think that allows this market to pull back a little bit.
Reporting agriculture's business, you're listening to the Red River Farm Network.
This is the Soil Fertility Minute presented by the Agriculture, Fertilizer Research and Education Council. U of M Extension Small Grain Specialist Joachim Wiersma says nitrogen remains essential for spring wheat quality, even as high fertilizer costs and low commodity prices make it a tough decision for farmers.
That's sometimes a bitter pill to swallow. We have options, but starting out with the right amount of nitrogen of what you think the season is going to be, and that's the hardest decision probably on the farm, or one of the hardest decisions on the farm, is still the best way to go.
Proper nitrogen management can protect wheat quality and prevent costly discounts even when commodity prices are low.
When we have a low-yielding year, and nobody can predict that, you need to have the nitrogen in the field to get to that 14%.
AFREC is a farmer-led program advancing soil fertility research. Find out more at mnsoilfertility.com.
Thanks to the American farmer for putting food on the plate, clothes on our back, and fuel in our tank. Your work is measured in acres, not hours. The Red River Farm Network is here to deliver farm news, markets, and weather information to the best farmers in the business. From Rugby to Benson and Roseau to Aberdeen, the Red River Farm Network covers agriculture. Go online to rrfn.com to find your local Red River Farm Network radio station. Podcasts are also available online at rrfn.com, iTunes, Google Play, and Spotify.
Harvest Hotline brings you daily updates with farmers, custom harvesters, elevator managers, and more. Get the latest on harvest progress, yields, and what's happening in the field. Harvest Hotline can be heard weekdays at 12:37 during Agriculture Today. Harvest Hotline brought to you by Ag Country Farm Credit Services, Amity Technology, North Dakota Mill, and U.S. Custom Harvesters. We're the Red River Farm Network, reporting agriculture's business.
December wheat Minneapolis is 5 3/4 cents higher to 5.70 Chicago December wheat's 14 3/4 higher to 5.42 even. KC hard red winter wheat's 12 3/4 up to 5.28. December corn up 4 cents at 4.34 1/4. January soybeans up 23 cents to 11.47 1/2. In Winnipeg, January canola is $7.30 per metric ton, higher to $654.80 Canadian. December live cattle up 75 cents to $219.90. November feeders up $1.27 to $339.95. December hogs up 20 cents at $78.70. Reporting agriculture's business, you are listening to the Red River Farm Network.
I'm Derek Sidian with KBRFradio.com News. Join me every Friday at 5 on KBRFradio.com or on the Fergus Now app for the weekly news recap, where I recap this week's hottest local news and you catch up on what you might have missed. From local crime and business news to road construction and car accidents, the weekly news recap keeps you up to date on what you need to know. The KBRF Weekly News Recap is brought to you by Fergus Falls Monument, online at foreverstonmemorial.com. Memorials that matter.
What's the ox say?
Monday on Hot Talk with the Ox. Right away, hear how the weekend of catch-up went after the big government shutdown. Back pay for everybody, air travel, etc. Then hear the latest from Trump's H-1B visa kerfuffle after a weekend of analysis. Also the news of the day as it unfolds, of course. But it all starts with Heard It on Hot Talk. Spot the fake news. Oh, and how about them Vikes? See you for Hot Talk with the Ox today from 2 to 5 on News Talk 1250 KBRF.
What's the ox say?
I'm Jessica at the Fergus Falls Monument Company. I'm the first person you see when you come through the door, and I also talk to customers every day on the phone. Many of them find choosing a memorial ahead of time is convenient and works best when there is time to plan and think about it. Planning ahead not only gets you the everlasting memorial of your choice, it also helps your family through the grieving process. At Fergus Falls Monument, we can help you plan ahead and choose a memorial made right here locally. Call or stop in or visit us online at foreverstonememorials.com.
Community is important, and you'll find it at Pioneer Point. Spacious apartments, thoughtfully designed for older adults, provide the best in senior living. Heated parking and elevator access makes life easy. Your neighbors at Pioneer Point hold a welcoming, family-like approach to living. Choosing from an array of special features and options, you'll find many ways to define your lifestyle at Pioneer Point. Call or schedule your tour online today at pioneercare.org.
News Talk 1250 KBRF. Listen anytime, any place with the Fergus Now app on your phone. It is at 9:37. And one of my favorite segments, it's Two Marys and a Dave.
We love this segment because we get to say good morning to Mary at the American Legion. Good morning, Mary.
Good morning, guys. How are you today?
Well, good. This last week was a busy one for you. Not only a Wednesday special, but Veterans Day and a special program. And you had a busy week.
It was a great week. I had lots of people here for Stew Day. It was very fun and very nice program by the Daughters of the American Revolution. They do such great things. It was Missy Hermes and all of her gals that are part of that. I guess I don't know all their names, but they did a great job, and it was well appreciated and well received.
Oh, that's great. Good to hear. Well, it's a new week, and we're midway through November, believe it or not. So time to, I guess, start talking about some things that you might need for Thanksgiving. I mean, not everybody has to have turkey, right? They could probably have ribs.
A lot of people do have ribs, so feel free to call and get on the list. We've got quite a list going, so we'll make sure we have enough for everyone. And if you need a pie for Thanksgiving or a dessert or any other salad or whatever you're thinking of, there's still time to call. So let us know what you need, and if we can help you out, we sure will.
Okay, well, that sounds good. Everybody loves to have American Legion goodies on the table at any holiday. And yeah, we look forward to that on Thanksgiving. Okay, so a little closer to the date is this coming Wednesday when you open for the week and you have your Wednesday special.
The Wednesday special this week is scalloped potatoes and ham.
Oh, it sounds great. So
we haven't had it for a while, and it's a favorite.
Absolutely. And the weather's going to be cool. It's going to feel like good comfort food, and so that sounds great. And you've got some really, really good all things pumpkin desserts for the month.
Yeah, they've been very well received. We've done an awful lot of traditional pumpkin pie, just plain old her homemade crust with pumpkin pie filling, and it's just crazy how many people just like that old traditional thing. We also have a pumpkin layer cake with a really delicious cream cheese frosting, and then a pumpkin layer cheesecake. So there's cheesecake on the top and the bottom, and in the middle there's like a filling of pumpkin pie.
Oh my goodness.
It's very good.
Ooh, that sounds really good. Well, that and all the rest of the desserts that you make every day too.
Yeah, we have all of them. There's about 12 other ones that we have. The regular ones: coconut cream, chocolate cream, carrot cake, German chocolate cake, the other cheesecakes, ice cream dessert. Just something for everyone, I'm quite sure.
Absolutely. Okay. Well, we always look forward to the Wednesday special. Scallop potatoes and ham sound pretty darn good. And, of course, all those dessert features, make sure that you save a little room for dessert. Maybe start with dessert, and if you have to put some scalloped potatoes, take them to go. That's not a bad thing.
That's not all bad. They heat up well. No problem.
All right. Well, Mary, what's the number to call if we'd like to get something ordered, or if we would like you to get us on the list for something for Thanksgiving?
Give us a call at 739-4633.
All right. Mary, have a great week.
You as well.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Bye-bye. Mary from the American Legion, and talking Thanksgiving and Wednesday special, all those good November delicious dessert items.
Well, I mean,
Yum.
it's especially if you're looking at Thanksgiving and you're like, I just don't want to cook dessert. There you go. Have their
Right.
pie. I've had
Right.
their chocolate cream pie, I think is what they call it. It's
Oh,
basically the
it's
French
so
soap.
good, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, really,
I've
really
picked
good.
that up multiple times for Thanksgiving.
Yep, that
makes it
that
a lot
one,
easier.
And they make a great pecan pie too.
Ooh, I
yeah.
might have to do that this year.
So yeah, oh my goodness. And in fact, I don't know about you, but at Thanksgiving I usually have half a piece of regular pumpkin pie, and I have half a piece of pecan, or maybe one or the other with the noon meal, and then maybe the other one in the evening when you're eating leftovers.
It's kind of funny because, yeah, I love the noon meal, the big one where you've got everything, but I really like get a little piece of bread, put a little butter on it, put the turkey on that, put gravy on top of it, and just the hot turkey sandwich later.
Right.
Oh.
I know. Good stuff. Yeah. That's the great thing about Thanksgiving, because the leftovers are as good as the meal, maybe even better.
And it's kind of funny, though, because I always look at it every year because I smoke our turkeys, so I have to get up early and start the smoker and then let it sit there for about 6 hours. And then
the last couple of years, we have found out that we have bought a couple of larger turkey breasts.
Okay.
And we've done those. I'm not even sure how he does them. I think just in a roaster.
Okay.
And we do it the night before, so that they're perfectly done. Then we slice them, and then we just heat them a bit in that same roaster. And it's like this really super easy way to have your turkey all ready to go. And last year, one of the guests at our table said, "This is the best turkey I've ever eaten." So instead of doing the whole big bird thing, that's kind of what we've come to, because we have about, maybe 10 people.
Yeah.
So it's not a huge crowd. So
That's about what we have. We have about 10.
Okay.
10, 11, 12, somewhere around there.
If you had to pick a favorite holiday meal, what would it be? Mine is Thanksgiving.
I would have to go Thanksgiving.
Yep, me too.
We do a pretty good one for New Year's, and my mom's birthday is right after New Year's. So
Okay.
a lot of times we will do king crab legs. However, the price of king crab legs this year, we looked at it and went, nope,
not
it's like
having that.
100 something a pound.
Here's the other thing that you might say nope to, and that is if you are a prime rib person. If you want prime for either Christmas or New Year's. Yeah. Well, that prime is going to cost you a bundle this year, just telling you. So, in fact, I have a friend who always calls John and says, "Hey, I need a really, really nice prime rib." And he said, you might want to tell her to have something else this year because it's expensive.
Yeah, I think my parents already have the prime rib. I think
Okay.
they get it out of Kansas City.
Okay.
There's a meat market down there that they always order out of.
All right. Well, and sometimes you just splurge a little bit for a family holiday. So anyway, it all sounds good to me. But there's nothing that I like more than the combination of Thanksgiving foods. The only thing I don't like, we talked about this last year, that I never do and I don't care for. I mean, I don't dislike cranberries, but I don't need cranberries.
I need cranberries.
Do you?
Yes.
I think we had this talk last year.
But one thing that you always need is you always need a turkey, and sometimes they're spendy, but we can just give one away. It's gobble for your turkey.
We could. What a great intro.
321-1926. 218-321-1926. Call in. We'll take one of the first couple callers, and we'll have you gobble for your turkey. 218-321-1926. Get ready to gobble for your turkey. And
the turkey coming from
Premier Meats and Seafood.
Oh, great!
So it's
All right.
it's
the
great
best
one. Yeah. So
yeah.
Well, let's take caller number 3, and I got caller number 3 on, and let's find out who we have on the line. Who do we have with us today?
Mavis.
Hey, Mavis. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah. Well, what are your plans for the Thanksgiving holiday? Are you hosting, or do you get to go out?
I'm going to be eating at the Pioneer Home.
Oh. They will have a fabulous meal. So
that's what they say. They really put on quite a spread.
Oh, well, that's great. And, and especially the other residents love having family come in. And the more the merrier, right?
That's right.
Well, good for you. We hope you have a great holiday. And have you been a previous gobbler in other years?
I did, I think, a couple years ago or 3, I don't know.
Okay, so you're a professional now.
No, not by any means. I was just lucky.
Okay, well, that's good enough for us. So, well, when you're ready, give us a couple of good gobbles.
Gobble, 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 gobble. Gobble, 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 gobble.
That sounded like an angry turkey.
Maybe let's do it one more time.
Wild ones.
It must have been one of the wild ones. Well, I think that's great. Can you do one more for us? That was good.
Gobble, 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 gobble.
That's great. Oh, we just love this. Every year we have so much fun with the Gobble for Your Turkey, and we just want to wish you a very, very happy Thanksgiving. And Dave will grab some information from you here.
Yep. So hold on there, Mavis.
Yeah. So hold on, and
okay.
But anyway, just have a great celebration, and I have a feeling we're going to give away a couple more of these later on in the week. So if you missed out today, it doesn't mean that you can't still have a chance as we work through the week. So anyway, oh boy, I'm hungry now. Turkey, mashed potatoes, gravy. Oh, it's just the best. How about shopping? That is the next thing that people are talking about. Everyone is almost like they have skipped over Thanksgiving and we've moved on to Christmas, because I've seen so many Christmas trees already up, and I've seen lots of yard displays, which I get it. You do that when it's nice out, and evidently it was really nice here last week. But then if you're in my camp, you don't turn it on. You don't turn the lights on till at least Thanksgiving night. But everybody is like full on Christmas already. And I don't know that I've ever seen this many Christmas trees lit in people's homes as you drive by, as I have this year. So people are really jumping ahead on Christmas. And yeah, I'm the one who I'm kind of like, pause on Christmas, except for some shopping. Until after Thanksgiving. Anyway, people are saying that they are going to shop. They're going to skip Cyber Monday, and I'm glad to hear that, because we want people to shop in our local stores. And do they still do Small Business Saturday?
Small Business Saturday.
Is that this coming week?
No, it's
the Saturday after Thanksgiving.
Yeah, it goes Black Friday, Small Business Saturday.
Okay.
I don't know what Sunday is, and well, maybe go to church and pray for your credit cards.
Yes, I guess so.
And then Cyber Monday.
Right. And I will say that I've done some Christmas shopping already, because remember I already showed you the pictures. Of
that was a level of organization that I just could not handle.
Well, I'm not even close to being done, so don't give me too much credit. But this is maybe further ahead, at least in the wrapping department, than I've ever been before.
I've got to order for Jen, I can say what it is, she already knows. For her Christmas and birthday, I always give her, kind of personalized puzzles. She loves puzzles.
I know you. That's great.
And so that takes a little time, so I've got to order that soon. And I wish I could do it local. If somebody locally did it, but
I know. There are certain things you just can't get. But for those, if you are just looking for a gift idea, we've got so many great little spots in town for you to shop, little boutiques, and and just people love local stuff. There is there's a couple of really unique things that I think would make fun gifts, and I have no idea what it costs. But there is a guy who has started a local business, and he brings the trailer to you, and it is a sauna. And it's beautiful inside this trailer. And then he sets out chairs outside so people can sit outside when they get too hot. He brings it to you, fires up the sauna, and then you get to enjoy. I don't know how it goes, if you rent it by the hour or day or what you do. I don't know anything about it. But I see the signs around town and I think, oh, that's a clever idea.
Yeah, that's kind of
And
interesting.
for people who love a sauna but don't have one in their home, so maybe you can get like a gift card to something like that. That would be a super unique gift. I know that a lot of people like to, play golf, hit golf balls in the winter. And so you can buy gift cards to the golf simulator.
Oh, yeah.
So I think there's some really good ideas, and they're all local people. And so I'm just throwing out a couple of things that I've been thinking about.
And as we talk about, Thanksgiving and Christmas, it's kind of funny because my dad was talking to several people over the last couple weeks, and they'd already put up their Christmas tree. And I'm like, are you kidding me? You can't put up your Christmas tree before Thanksgiving.
So you were getting information from Mavis when I was talking about that. I've never seen so many Christmas trees already up in people's homes as I have this year.
Really?
They're everywhere. And I noticed as early as last night, people have started turning their lights out in their yards on too.
And my dad's theory on this is Thanksgiving is a day, Christmas is a season.
Right.
And so
right.
he's like, it's not just a day, it's a whole season. So
yeah. Well, anyway, I guess you do whatever. If you love Christmas lights and you love having your Christmas tree up for 2 months, good for you. Enjoy. I'm just not that.
Well, I mean, especially as expensive as some of these artificials are, be like, you know what? That's staying up all year.
Yeah. Well, true. Get your money's worth out of that artificial tree. So, but there is something really nice about having that Christmas tree and those soft lights in the evening.
I wonder if the Boy Scouts are going to do
that's a great
trees
question.
again this
you
year.
did not find one last year, right?
I had to go to Home Depot.
Oh.
That was like the only place locally that had fresh trees.
Way more fun to buy from the Boy Scouts,
I
right?
love buying from the Boy Scouts.
I know. So, yeah, I don't know. Things have changed in that regard. And live trees are not inexpensive either.
No.
Yeah. So, anyway. All right. There is a place in Oklahoma that is allowing residents to donate food items instead of paying certain municipal court fines and library penalties. That's kind of a nice idea. The municipal court program runs through November 26th, offering $10 fine reductions per non-perishable food item donated. Wow, that's a way to knock your bill down, huh?
Yeah.
Maximum of $100.
Okay, at least there's a maximum.
There's a maximum. People with outstanding warrants can participate without fear of arrest, according to the city officials. Last year, 30 people participated and contributed food worth over $2,800 in fine credits.
That's amazing.
The public library's December program accepts any amount of food to clear overdue book fines, though it excludes fees for lost or damaged materials. All donated food goes to the emergency food pantry, which is really kind of a nice idea.
It is. One of the things that took place last week and when you were gone is the Be a Villager, where they were feeding everybody in town, and it was or people that were in need, and Jenny Christensen headed that up. They did it at the YMCA, and they did some delivery. And I know we've got a lot of information on that on KBRFradio.com.
Okay.
And Derek's got to follow up, and there's talk about maybe even doing it in December.
Okay, that's great. Well, lots of good programs going on out there, and I saw something on Facebook this morning. Somebody was reaching out saying, hey, where could I bring some gently used warm weather
clothing
gear? Yeah, and I think there are a number of places in town that would be more than happy to take warm winter jackets. I know Nelson Auto Center is doing a fun thing. With every vehicle they sell this month, you get to pick there were about 150 kids' jackets, all brand new, and they're hanging everywhere in the dealership. You can't miss it. You get to pick a jacket when you buy that vehicle, and then they give you a card that you can fill in, They attach it to that jacket, and then the card goes to the recipient of the jacket. And early in December, all of those jackets, whether the car was sold or not, all of the jackets will be delivered to the Salvation Army. And then they put them together with these baskets, if you will, that they give to families in need. And so when I visited with the gal at the Salvation Army, she said, we are so grateful to get warm weather gear, because, especially for kids, because that is where the need is the greatest. And so a fun promotion to give away all those jackets. So that's, I think, a really nice thing to do. So lots of places, lots of people who are sponsoring ways to help others, not only during the holidays, but, going forward too. I think any time's a good time to give a donation to the food shelf or the Salvation Army.
Oh, yeah.
All right, let's see what else we have. Here's a deer. This seems to happen every year. Smashed through a cafeteria window at a junior high school in Ohio. And the staff was preparing breakfast for the students when this happened. Video footage shows 2 deer running across sidewalks when one charged directly at windows near the school's bus loop and bicycle racks. The animal crashed into a cafeteria table and struggled on the tile floor as people ran from its path. The principal said staff and the police department officers contained the deer by guiding it onto the stage before leading it out the back door. As shocking as the event was to witness, we were happy to report that no significant injuries took place, although a couple of students and staff members were present in the cafeteria when the deer came through the window, because they were there having breakfast. So it was an interesting morning at junior high.
Yeah.
There was a video online that I saw over the weekend, and again, I don't know if we're to believe it or not, but it was hilarious. A buck, I believe it was, a deer got onto somebody's trampoline.
Oh, I saw that.
Is that for real?
It could be. I mean,
it was hilarious.
Yeah,
and the deer, when it landed on the ground, was like, "Wow, what just happened?"
But yeah, it was jumping on the trampoline a little bit.
And it looked like didn't mean to, but clearly was trying to leap.
Yeah.
And of course that made the deer bounce. It was pretty funny.
Yeah, and it kind of landed on its back.
Yeah, did kind of a roll, and then
it just kind of shook itself and walked off.
And landed on its feet, appeared not to be hurt, and so anyway, I'm sure you can look that up because it was pretty entertaining.
Yeah.
Yeah. So. Isn't it funny? We see those things now, and then we always wonder, is that for real?
Well, it's because you see so many absolute fake ones like Bigfoot and Yeti and.
Okay, I have one quick question for you, a trivia question.
Okay.
Do we have time?
Yeah, we got time for.
One quick one. What does the Statue of Liberty wear on her feet?
Oh, I know the sandals.
I do too. I knew that.
I've been there. What's the other question?
What non-alcoholic syrup is made from pomegranate juice?
Oh, that's a grenadine.
Yeah, okay.
Both
2 for
easy.
2. Yeah, they were easy. Anyway, I just didn't know if everyone knows what the Statue of Liberty is wearing on her feet. But now we do.
Sandals.
All right. Well, with that, I guess we'll wrap up a Monday already. So thank you for joining us. Our show today and every day is brought to us by Pioneer Care and by Fergus Monument Company. Have a great Monday.